And behind us, the TVs.
Oh, here they are. Oh,
Yeah.
this is a Super Famicom TV.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Alright, what's up everyone? Welcome to today's video. We are back in Hachijoji. I went to this hard off a couple times. It's a really big hard.
What's going on here?
What are you doing here, man?
What are you doing here?
What are you, listen.
I'm not sure. I was gonna go to this hard off. I don't know why you're here.
Well, I'm here shooting a video.
Yeah, okay, well let's do it together. Then.
Alright.
I don't know.
Well,
I guess.
let's go game hunting.
It's almost a competition now.
Yeah, so this is their carts and stuff. And then that's where you can actually like play the games.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a really cool little thing. And then the retro games are still over there, so let's let's dig in.
Yeah, let's dig in.
All right, what did you find there?
I found Street Fighter Third Strike, one of the best fighting games ever. Could we say that?
Absolutely agree.
I think so.
I think everyone.
Yeah.
You would be a fool to agree with that.
Exactly. And you know, back in the day, this was competing with Garou, Mark of the Wolves.
Yep.
That was for the Neo Geo. They came out at the same time and they had the same kind of system, you know. Yeah, but this is a definite pickup for me, for sure.
Absolutely.
I've been wanting this, yeah, for a long time. You know, I love Garou, Mark of the Wolves.
Yeah.
And to me, I haven't played this as much.
Right.
So I'm gonna change that now.
All right.
Yeah.
You know, you're a lot in the export market back in Sweden. I noticed Dreamcast and Saturn are one of the most popular things.
Yeah.
I always see that. It's always Dreamcast and Saturn, and those are the biggest import games
Yeah.
over in Europe.
Yeah, I think so, because like the PAL games of those systems are getting so expensive, and it's even ridiculous. You know, it's so hard to find.
Yeah.
So the prices are ridiculous. I don't know.
And here you are picking up for 2,000 yen. That's a great
Yeah.
find.
Yeah, and you don't need any Japanese knowledge to play this.
That's the
Fighting
RPG
game.
effect, right?
Yeah.
That's why I love collecting RPGs, because
Exactly.
people don't get there.
Yeah, and this is also a game that's been steadily growing in popularity
Don't
and
know that
value.
one.
It's kind of like Power Stone. You know Power Stone?
Yeah, I do.
So Konami made this, and there's also
What is it called?
the second part.
Boiku's Pointer's Point.
Pointer's
Sorry.
Point, yeah,
Katakana.
yeah.
Yeah, this is Pointer's Point. And we before we move on,
Yep.
I spy another Densha de Go for
nice.
1980 for the Wonder Swan.
Wonder Swan.
I have one.
Yeah.
Recently. I still have to mod it.
Yeah.
This is a great little version because it actually, well, it's got like this monochrome picture, but it still looks like a train track. It's not like, because the Game Boy ones like look like Game Boy, right?
Yeah, but it looks pretty detailed.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's
That's
like
cool.
photorealistic, but I don't want to call it that.
Yeah.
Here's an Echo the Dolphin on the Sega CD,
Oh, nice.
which is the American Sega CD because
It
it's
is.
called the Mega CD over here.
Exactly.
4,300. I always wonder how these end up here. I am very impressed with the quality of these, the completeness
Absolutely.
of these PS1 games.
Yeah, and with the spine card, it just makes everything
This
better.
this is some good stuff. They all have it too.
Oh, yeah.
Like even this best of fish eyes, whatever this is, it went down 600 yen from when it is. It's isn't this like new? Yeah, this is a sealed game.
It should be, yeah. But it is a fishing game, and I know that I have a follower that always keeps asking me to show fish games. So there you go, man.
I love that.
Yeah, there you go.
The fishing controller,
The
PS1.
fishing controller, yeah,
That's
yeah,
that good. It's good. It's
It
very
is, it
fun.
is.
Here's a Wizardry Empire 2 Legacy of the Princess. And I always thought it was funny how Wizardry is now a big anime franchise in Japan.
Yeah,
But when it came over, it was like the first RPG, and it inspired Final Fantasy and all of that
exactly.
as like a text-based adventure. And it became a life of its own in Japan, and it's now this big anime RPG.
Here is a hidden gem for the PS1. Just randomly saw it. Omega Boost.
All right, new game
Very,
for me.
yeah, but very good looking for being a PS1 game. So it's pretty much like
That's awesome.
yeah, how do you say? like it's kind of like Star Fox for the N64, but you're in space and you.
The backgrounds are rendered?
Yeah, the backgrounds are rendered.
That looks amazing.
Oh, what do you call it? Is it a rail shooter? No, not rail shooter. It's like when you go in.
You said Star Fox, that's what it is.
Okay, it's Star Fox.
It's a Star Fox
yeah,
game.
that's it. It's a Star Fox game with other characters.
Yeah, what are you looking for?
Core graphics.
Core graphics.
Yeah, I do have a PC engine.
There's one right there. No, that's a CD.
That's
a CD attachment. Yeah. I've never had a TurboGrafx or a PC Engine or anything.
I think you should get one.
It's gray, right?
Yeah, it's grayish. Yeah.
All right, this is great. We've got Neo Geo games.
Neo Geo games.
And I know nothing about Neo Geo games.
And I know pretty much everything.
So Adam is gonna educate us on all of these beautiful games. This team battle system.
So the third thing that I'm noticing is that all of these are pretty common for Neo Geo titles.
I got you.
And I actually have all of them.
I don't have a single one because they're all like $100 a pop.
Yeah, exactly. But some of the prices are pretty good here. But I can notice that Neo Geo games are always rising in price.
They are.
Yeah, even the cheaper titles there are like about $100, you know.
But that's always been the case, though.
Yeah.
It's never been cheap. It's
no,
even when they were new, yeah.
Yeah, because when they were new, they were $200 each. But I mean, the KOF games are pretty cool. We got 95 there, one of the cheaper titles, and it's 15,000 yen. That's exactly what it goes for, I would say. And Art of Fighting here, the first one, is a classic, one of the first games that had huge sprites.
Right.
That really blew everyone away in the arcade scene at the time.
Because the characters were like blown up. I remember that.
And it also had like a zoom in and zoom out effect.
Okay.
Like whenever you would hit someone and get close like this, it would zoom in and then you would jump back and it would zoom out, and that was...
The viewers are loving that footage that we can't see yet because I'm going to edit it in later.
Yeah, of course.
ゲームセンターの興奮そのままにあの竜子の剣が今蘇るお前が来るのを待っていたスーパーファミコン竜子の剣この秋登場
Speaking of which, why are some of these PS2 games so expensive? There's True Love Story, Summer Days. I think that's a sequel to School Days. It's a visual novel.
Yeah, exactly.
But
I haven't played it, but I've seen it in
the ending is really good. And this might be a sequel to that because it has the same... Gregory Horror Show Soul Collector.
It's supposed to be a hidden gem. I have a buddy of mine in Sweden that actually has
it's 11,000 yen. It's not so hidden anymore.
I mean, in PAL it is. It's still cheap. I would say that it's like $20 or something.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. So for me, like, I don't always collect Japanese games. Like, if it's way cheaper in the American version or the PAL version or whatever, I will get that instead, because why should I spend 11,000 yen when I can spend,
I mean, I just mod my PS2 and then I play what I play, and when it's expensive, it's just whatever, man. I'll just not own that game. I can live with that. Grandia 3, that one came out in Europe. I don't know if that one came out, because there's a lot of these RPGs that never came out in America.
That's true.
But then they came out in Europe, like Illusion of Gaia.
Some of them, yeah, exactly.
Or Illusion of Time.
Yeah. Terranigma,
that's the one I was thinking about. Illusion of Gaia came out in America. And there's Kumauta over there in the pink. That's another one of those Japanese classic PS2 games that will never see the light of day outside of Japan. I don't even think there's a fan translation for that one.
No, I don't think so either. Yeah, so we got some Super Famicom games down here. And I'm immediately drawn to this Rockman X3.
I didn't even see that one. I saw X2 over here.
Yeah, and X2.
And then X3. 16,500. That's
a bit pricey, but then again, look at the condition. It looks flawless.
It looks new.
Yeah, it looks new.
Yeah, it looks absolutely good.
Yeah. Of course, I'm tempted to get that. The price-wise, it's just not in my
irresponsible.
Right now. Yeah, it's irresponsible.
It's irresponsible.
Yeah.
There's a Rockman 2 over there. It's 27,500, which is crazy because my Rockman 2 without the box was like 1,000 yen.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that box really for Rockman, it's in Famicom is huge difference.
Yeah, definitely.
Surprising to see Romancing Saga and Chrono Trigger because they're by all means not rare.
No, they're common.
Then there's Tactics Ogre over here. They got a good like these are all RPGs for the GBA. Tactics Ogre, Dragon Quest.
But you know this one?
Majora's Mask. Can you believe I've never played Majora's Mask? Like ever?
Me neither.
I've
just
played
played
Ocarina of Time like millions of times.
Me too.
But Majora's Mask, I don't know why. Maybe because it's like the 1 hour thing kind of annoys me a little bit. I don't know. I've never played it.
I was never a fan of the masks and all that, so I was like, what's that? I want Ocarina of Time Part 2.
It's a lot of people's favorite games, though.
I know.
So we should give it a try.
And also, like, this one is... I used to see this for like 1,500, even in 2019.
Just the expansion pack now is 4,000 yen, so you are sort of getting a bargain. Ooh, there's pro wrestling. I'm actually looking for that, and I would have gotten that if it's not. I'm collecting every pro wrestling game because that's like my big thing.
Yeah, I know.
But if this is if it's not, it's super faded.
It is.
So unfortunately.
How picky are you with like the condition of the boxes?
Very picky.
Me too.
Very picky. If it's 500 yen and below, I'll buy any game.
Sure.
But if it's like 1,000 yen or something, I'm super picky because I don't collect art card only even. I just only want boxes on the shelves. Here's the Final Fantasy. Let's put Lavina to the side for a little bit. What is in this? This is the Kai action figure. I think this is a motorcycle, like Cloud on a motorcycle. Yeah, Cloud Strife and Handy Daytona. Yeah, Hardy Daytona. So you guys are seeing it on the stream right now, but yeah, I love these. I love like special editions of modern games because the craftsmanship. This is like Kai is, I think, a brand or I think they make that stuff and it looks so good. Like having that giant. I mean, none of us have space in Japan.
兄が大好きなゲームだった。見ているだけでも面白くて。どうなるんだろうね、リメイク。フ
ァイナルファンタジー7リメイク。PlayStation.
Then all the way in the back, there's Go-Go Ackman 3. I know this game. I know this entire franchise. It's 33,000, but I know this entire franchise through Scarfy. It's a Japanese exclusive whole series, I guess. The whole thing never came out. But it's good stuff with a Final Fantasy behind it. But why is it so big? I just see Final. I'm gonna put it on the screen after I do research at home. I think it's 4 or something and I'm just confused. Which happened. Then Go-Go Ackman 2 over here. This is a really great, actually, collection of games. Goemon 2 and Mega Man X2 next to that. It's some good stuff. They got Goemon 3 over there as well. I don't know if I'll ever complete the Goemon series in my lifetime because it adds to a lot. There's Rockman 7. Scruffy would really like this place, actually. This is like the Scruffy looking RGB greatest hits. Hey, we didn't notice a King Icarus in the original box that it came out in when it was new for the 3DS. That is I guess it's not a hidden gem, but really fun to find and absolutely happy we found this. Speaking of PS2, this is where they are.
The PS2 section.
I was thinking like that couldn't be it, that small thing.
Yeah.
It's, really cool. Here's Denshirigo 3. I love all the train simulators. I have the train controller and the PS1 train controller also works. But this one is Shinkansen and you need this extra paddle.
Oh yeah.
That's on it. But I'm still missing this. But there's like a Denshirigo Ultimate that goes for like a lot of money these days.
Are there any Japanese exclusive games that you would recommend?
Initial D is the first one.
Yeah, I got that
always.
one. I got that one. Yeah.
Initial D, because if you're a car guy and if you like racing games, that is such a well-crafted game.
Yeah.
It's very accurate to the arcade one.
Yeah. But one thing to note about Initial D for the PS2 is that it's only single player. Yeah, here it is.
That is one thing to know.
Yeah.
Also, careful with this best edition because it doesn't go for as much. This one's 1,300.
Yeah.
2,000 to 3,000, I would say these days is a.
I got mine for about 800 yen.
Same.
Yeah,
but
nice.
we can't keep saying that.
No,
it's not fair. Here's a Third Strike since you just got the other one.
Yeah.
For PS2.
But now I'm wondering which version is the best. I mean, Dreamcast is the original version, so...
I would assume Dreamcast is the most fun one.
Yeah.
With the controllers that I have.
Definitely.
Sega Rally, also really fun. These, like all of these Sega Rally games are pretty insane. Here's a Decotora game. I found this one for the PS1 the other day. And Decotora is like Decoration Toraku, and it's abbreviated. Yeah. So it's like these decoration trucks, right?
Decoration.
And this is a game that like races them, and you can customize your truck. So like these, you know, like Street Fighter had like a stage, Street Fighter 4, I think.
Yeah.
With these crazy trucks.
Yeah.
So this is that. You
gotcha.
erase them and stuff, and you know.
Got it. Yeah.
I recently found out these existed, and now I want them.
I would never expect that to be a game.
Yeah,
But then
no,
again, it's Japan, so.
You know, it says Dekotora / Geijutsu Den. Cool, man.
Yeah.
Like Dekotora, and then you can race your car down the highway. Speaking of King of Fighters, I was saying I thought this was 2013, but it's not. This is 11. And is this a good game?
I think it's pretty good. It's not one of my favorites, but I know that it has a
I
following.
played a lot
for sure.
of this on the PS2. Not this game, but like these type of games, like SNK versus Capcom, SVC Chaos. Again, another one I don't know.
Yeah, I've played it, and I think that it's not the best fighting game, but it's so cool to see Capcom characters.
Hey, and I Spy, a wrestling game. Kinnikuman Generations, $550 for the PS2. And yeah, this one's coming with me. 500 yen for a loaded, good condition PS2 game, especially for a wrestling game that is good. And then here's Noah X Zero, King of Colosseum, another pro wrestling game with the token foreigner, Mr. Vader, is the only guy in Noah, I guess, at that point in time. 330, definitely also coming with me.
And I know you already mentioned this on your channel, but the N64 wrestling games are pretty good. I know that
They're extremely good. They're the best.
Fan of them.
There's
Yeah,
still a modding community to this day making up-to-date rosters on N64 games.
Really?
Like Virtual Pro Wrestling 1 and 2, those are considered the best engines. It's called the ASMIC engine, and the ASMIC Corporation made it. Yeah, so WCW, WWF, WrestleMania 2000, it's all that engine, and it's really good. I love these oversized boxes. Look at Grandia Extreme limited box. This is actually not a bad deal for 1540.
That's really cool.
This is my favorite thing about PS2. Like all of these extra, we can move over there, that Final Fantasy Premium package. It's actually missing Final Fantasy 2, but this is 1 and 2, and it has like a bunch of stuff in it and like a plaque that you can put on your wall and some other stuff.
For a Final Fantasy collector, that's you know, incredible to find.
Yeah, 4,000 yen is still okay.
Yeah.
Those ones still, they're not, I see them on eBay for a lot, but they're still very doable if you find them in a shop like this.
sure.
This is Boku no Natsuya Sumi 3.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Speaking
are talking about
of
that,
exclusive, this one is less good than number 2 and 1.
Yeah.
But still really, really good. There's a PSP version. And this is basically your kid. You go on vacation to your family in the countryside, and that's it. That's the game. You explore.
Yeah.
And I used to live in a place like this. And I didn't know about this game when I lived there in Chiba. But now, look, playing that game is super nostalgic to me. It's really nice.
I heard about this game before, and now when I think about it, I think you already talked about it in the previous video.
Oh, I talk
That's
about
why I
it a
know
lot.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is the non-greatest hits version.
Oh yeah.
They go for about the same, so it's good. Definitely can recommend Boku no Natsuya Sumi. Well, this Batman Returns over here for 5,500, which is, it's crazy that this 5,000 yen game is here,
It is.
but then they had a glass section with why? Like, I don't see the difference.
Yeah.
Like sometimes they still have like fairly expensive games.
Yeah, but thinking about this too, I'm not sure why they're putting some of the, but this is a great beat 'em up game. Have you played it?
Yeah. Batman Returns is a classic for Super Nintendo. It came out in every country.
Yeah, I would put this as one of the top beat 'em up games for the Super Nintendo.
Have you played the Sailor Moon ones? They're also
Yeah, a little bit.
they're underrated because it's Sailor Moon, but they're good. My wife is a big fan of the NES Batman. That's like one of the Famicom games she had growing up, and that's like the only one she knows.
The music,
Unfortunately, it's like a $100 game in Japan too now for whatever reason.
I know it. It came in that small little clamshell.
Yeah.
Crime is on the rise, and once again, violence appeared in the streets of the city. Here now is an off to reach of the events that took place earlier this evening. The Commissioner's Office advises...
登場ファイティングゲームの決定版スーパーファミコン版バットマンリターンズ
Speaking of Famicom, I love this. I said it last time I was here, but their color sorted cards are amazing, and it looks so good. My Famicom collection is close to not existent. I didn't grow up with it, but
Me neither. To be honest, I just have a few Famicom games because I was already collecting PAL games for NES, back in the days.
so you got your old like
Yeah, I got,
European collection too.
I got all the rare stuff, and I feel like I don't want to hunt for those again. I got Mr.
yeah.
Gimmick. I got Licky, that is called Little Samson.
Yeah, I just sold all my stuff to come to Japan. So I only have Japanese games now. Like literally, I have a Mario N64 signed by Charles Martinet. That's it. That's the only PAL game I have left. I do love Famicom, by the way, but like games like this, Castle, it will take you a whole year to beat this without any form of internet help or since we're doing is Atlantis, great games. I have these
cool
games.
Game. Yeah, it's funny because some people in Japan think it's even better than Super Mario Bros. Pretty crazy.
I can see it, but I don't agree with it. I can see where they're coming from. What about Super Nintendo? Final Fight? I know that's your...
Yeah, I like Final Fight games.
That's up Adam's alley.
Yeah. I have Final Fight Tough, the third one.
That's an uncommon game.
Yeah, it's uncommon.
Very uncommon.
Pretty expensive, yeah.
Yeah.
I got it in a lot actually, so I was pretty lucky there, to be honest.
What is this bootleg Mario Kart?
Oh wow.
Oh no, I thought it was like a little go-kart.
That's a F-Zero game. No, it's a
Formula
1 game, yeah.
Super Family Circuit. It's Super Family Circuit on the Super Nintendo. Ooh, and All Japan Pro Wrestling. Constantly find this. Never without the box. Again, Super Fire Pro Wrestling.
Yeah.
Super Fire Pro Wrestling is still out on Steam today with the same engine, and it's...
Oh, it is?
Yeah. Here. All Japan Pro Wrestling in the box for 1,000 yen. That's the game that we just found, and I'm gonna put this in my maybe pile because I haven't found one yet. 1,000 yen in this condition, I think, is a great deal. Especially this is like what, $4 in today's conversion.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
You guys will see it on the screen, but yeah, really good find. Happy to find this. This is All Japan Pro Wrestling. Yeah, here's a Super Fire 3. A little bit of a, where was that? Here, a bit of a busted box, but 4AM doesn't care because it's 500 yen. That's two Super Fire Pro Wrestling games. Well, actually, Super Fire and All Japan. So going into the maybe pile for sure.
It's a pretty good price on Super Bomberman 3.
Or
is it?
I think it's because someone wrote 14 on it.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was hoping it was on the plastic, but of course it's not gonna be that.
Space Bazooka.
Oh, Space
Fun.
Bazooka, it's a cool game.
Super Scope. I just don't want to... I think one of your first videos ever was setting up a Super Scope.
How did you know
in
that?
Japan, because I looked at your channel.
Wow.
When I found you, I binged it. And then I actually do know that, like, you actually set that up and you played...
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Like, I didn't even...
I'll link that on the video right now, but yeah.
that was fun, actually. That was a long time.
Mario to Wario, you got the mouse?
I don't have the
really
mouse,
fun
actually.
game. I found the mouse for like 500 yen in the box. This is absolutely an underrated gem of a game.
Yeah.
If you got an emulator, you can play it with the mouse.
It's funny because I've been recommended this game for probably...
You know what the best way to play this game is? Like, it's a bit of an overcomplicated setup, but it is the best way. Like, I have my Wii connected to my CRT TV. And I play it with the Wiimote, and I have it modded with an emulator, and I play all of these games with the Wiimote.
But I think there is...
it works so well. A good thing that we're finding a Neo Geo CD, because I always mention you whenever I find one, and everyone says it's like the worst way to experience these games, right?
Yeah, it has a single speed, so it's loading the games really slowly.
Yeah.
And I can't believe that SNK put it out, to be honest, because it's not fair.
You would accept like old SNK is quality.
Yeah, exactly.
And expensive.
Yeah, and they sheeped out on it. Like, why would they do that? And then, like, I think it was a few years later, they put out the CDC, which was much faster, but in my opinion, it was already too late. You know, people moved on to other consoles.
They seem to have like a big junk thing of stuff that doesn't sell. But what I found here is a Famicom arcade stick for $330.
In a beautiful color.
In a beautiful color, and I might. I can retrobite this. I can.
Probably that would be a fun project.
This, for 300 yen, this is a great project. I'm buying this, and I'm definitely gonna fix this because my twin Famicom has this port. A 500 yen Konami popping controller. That might come with me, which is kind of lying on the floor. So this part is my favorite part of this whole hard drive. This entire section is dedicated to old PC. You know about the FM
Town Smarty, yeah.
Matching monitor.
Incredible.
Non-matching stand. I don't know why. What is this? I've never seen this Macintosh version
Yeah, me neither. But I love these.
Maybe I shouldn't call it that.
I love this compact. Yeah, but it's like a Macintosh style.
It is, right?
Yeah,
like an all-in-one. I've never seen this before. This is 77,000. But considering
Yeah.
what some of these monitors go for, this is great. This is
Yeah.
actually really, really cool.
Yeah.
Here's a PC98, all working. This is like all working and tested with warranty.
Yeah.
I mean, for $1,000. Matching monitor, unfortunately, separately priced. But the PC98, one of my dreams is to own this. Modded with a USB, but still definitely one of my dreams to own one of this. I have a Windows 98 computer, a DOS computer. This is the 88, which is, I think this one reads PC Engine CD.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, it does. Scruffy told me that on the
Oh, yeah,
last
there's
video.
a... Yeah,
Yeah,
it's on the
absolutely.
top, yeah.
Scruffy told me that.
Wow.
So this is the PC88.
But they released this as a
It
part
reads
for the
cards too, Hue
PC
cards.
Engine.
I don't know where. I don't know, but
Yeah.
somewhere you can shove a Hue card in it. This one I think as well.
Yeah?
No, not this one. This is the Sharp X 68000, which recently got a mini version, which was also pretty cool.
Yeah.
But this is a shooter beast. Arcade perfect shooters.
Yeah, I know.
But these are so cool to look at. Again, dream stuff, you know. I don't think I'll ever own any of these, but
I actually think you will.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm here long enough
Yeah,
to,
you're
you
here
know.
long enough. Yeah.
Patreon.com/4amlong.
That's the one.
Maybe we can get me one of these. So this
yeah.
is the Mobile Suit survival game, the Gundam 3 monitor POV. This is a MOBA. It's like League of Legends, but you're a bunch of Gundam. And it's online too. And this is 330,000. It seems to not have the control panel. So I don't know why they're charging what they're charging. I played this. This thing is great. I played it. It came out a couple years ago, and it was a very short-lived. I think they're taking them all out of production, and that's why it's here. It's really fun. You've got the control panel here, and then these are like a 360 view. Like they got the Gundam decals on it. It's very, very, very good. I really like this game. Played it a lot in the arcade. Actually, I played it on stream once too. They would have like a row of 5 or 6 of them, and you could play each other locally or go online. We found the junk Mario Paints and Game Boys over here. Here's a Vita for 11,000 yen. A Game Boy Light for 13,000. Even the broken ones, they figured it out. We can fix Game Boys. All right, here's some PC98 games at the bottom here. Junk, but PC90 games are like that. And here's Rockman over here.
Oh, nice.
Super Adventure Rockman 3,300. A junk PlayStation game that's still
Yeah, but you don't
3,000 yen.
see that version that often, I'm
No.
pretty sure.
And some Famicom discs.
Oh, wow.
I'm assuming those are Famicom discs. I think they are. So this is the only junk section that I know of. I'm sure there's other ones, but one of the only ones that have like CRTs and a good selection of them. Like this Panasonic one. They're junk computers. This is a Fujitsu Micro 11. Do not know what that is. MB25050 for the Google Andes at home. Here's a PC98, PC88. This is all that good stuff. These are like pretty easy repairs.
Oh, really?
Old computers, yeah. If you can find the parts.
And behind us, the TVs.
Ah, here they are. Oh,
Yeah.
this is a Super Famicom TV.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Broken and
what
scuffed.
what does it say?
66,000. Look at that. I've never seen this in real life.
Me neither.
This is, see, junk sections,
Yeah.
man.
Shout out to Denden Boys for finding one of these in Nagoya. Before me, actually.
I would be so mad. But I couldn't afford it anyway.
He
so
didn't buy it, but it's still
I can't afford this one.
in a Otakare Soko shop. So and it's
This
working.
is crazy.
So cool.
This is really cool.
It is. It is.
Same as this Konami guitar controller. I'm looking for a Guitar Hero one.
Wasn't this one you wanted? Goes along with the drums over there, you know.
I think that's the same game, isn't it?
I think
Or
it is. Yeah.
Beatmania.
Beatmania, exactly. Yeah.
Man, I can't believe we found the Super Famicom.
Yeah. Going back to that all the time.
Oof.
I'm still thinking about it. Like,
66,000.
am I able to buy it?
We're gonna have to put it on the train.
Yeah, that too.
And then what? And then
I'm
what do you
not
do
sure
with
what
it?
to do.
You can't. There's nothing you can do with this. If
Yeah,
it doesn't
but
work, it doesn't work. I can't fix it.
Oh, how much would it cost to ship this? Do you think?
Couple $100 for sure.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
For sure. Especially if you have to tell them what's inside.
Yeah.
And then the import tax.
Yeah.
That is crazy to find this in the junk section
It
in
is,
Hard
it
Rock.
is.
That's absolutely insane.
Yeah.
So
I don't know how we missed this, but they have a crazy selection of, well, here's the Pokemon Game Boy Micro, and these are all complete in-box original Game & Watches, and that's an original Game Boy that's not been refurbished from the Pokemon Center. So there's Game & Watch Fire, Donkey Kong Jr. in the back there, Game & Watch multi-screen Donkey Kong 2, Super Mario Brothers, Parachute, and the original Donkey Kong. And these are very pricey, but really cool.
Definitely.
And here's a little Squirtle Amiibo.
I haven't even seen this box before, and
I've never seen that box before. It looked great.
Yeah,
it must have been from the Famicom era.
Yeah.
Because that's what Mario looked like back then.
Exactly. And what was the price on the Pikachu game?
110,000.
Okay.
They go online for like a couple $100 though. They're not that expensive.
No, they're not.
So this is the original ANA boarding pass for the Pocket Monsters airplane. $13.20 is I would think this was more expensive. It's not. It doesn't have someone's name on it. It says the destination is Pokemon Land. So I guess you just got this when you went in instead of just. This is not someone's actual boarding pass. Yeah, someone just had this. It's easy to overlook, and this big thing over here. Yeah, their fancy section is, they got Battletoads. They recently remade Battletoads. Well, recently, a couple years ago.
Oh, they remade that?
The card.
The original
They
one?
just
reprinted?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Something like that.
That I've seen, yeah.
Yeah, this is a pretty fun little expensive section. All right, well, fancy running into you in my Heart Off adventure. You just happen to be here in this random Remoca location.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect to see you, and you're way taller in person.
Everyone people tell me that. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was, we finally met in person.
Yeah.
You guys have already seen you on the flea market stream by now.
Yeah.
So, of course, we had a great time there as well.
Yeah, of course we did.
It's tomorrow, but okay.
Yeah, stuff we picked up was...
Oh man, I found this thing and it was so cool.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace. Go sub to Retro Moments.
Yeah, sub to me.